right. Yes. All the answers you need to know. Watch now, the Internet Dad Show. Subscribe quick, join in the fun. Deep State Grid Monster on the run.
Good morning and welcome back. It's Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. I'm Jason. That's Deacon. We're Internet Dad. Dave's not here. He's got a meeting. There's something more important than talking to us, I guess, is on his calendar.
Well, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of things more important than talking to us.
That's true. Morning, folks. Well, I was out yesterday. Yesterday was our family day.
Yeah?
Our family day.
What did you do
right.
in your family yesterday?
I will tell you. So our family day is an annual event.
Make
we
me
have an
moderator.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up. Oh, listen to this guy over here trying to
sucker
punch me with pictures.
No. I want to show the picture. Go ahead.
Yesterday, okay, so since we've talked last, a couple of things have happened. But yesterday was Wright Family Day. That's our family. It's the anniversary of the day that we did the legal portion of our adoption, which is we got the courts to approve the adoption, and the girls literally became, legally up. So that's 6 years ago. 6 years ago, Deke.
I was sitting there thinking, God, 6 years, man. Really? Look how fast time goes. I remember I was sitting there thinking, I remember when this was happening, when we were doing the podcast, and it was like we didn't publicize it at all. But me and you talked about it because you needed to talk about it with somebody. But nobody else knew what was going on. That was
not very much, and not that would engender any
right. But you're just not that type of person. You're not one of these people that puts. This is probably about the most public thing you do.
If you haven't picked it up, I am completely paranoid, and I trust nobody, and I tell nobody anything about anything.
I know.
It's actually shocking that I even do this show at all and talk about
that you just said your last name Family Day. I mean, it just a second ago.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if he said his last name ever before on the show.
I think any internet sleuth could have figured it out a long time ago. Okay, so it's Wright Family. So every year we do something amazing for us anyway on Wright Family to make a new memory. Last year we got Ruby. No, 2 years ago we got Ruby. I think 2 years ago we got Ruby. I don't remember. Anyway, every year we do something. No, man, I don't know. So sometimes we go to the beach, we do a beach house or something like that. But this year we let the girls pick what they wanted to do. And on the cards were things like drive down to Turtle Beach, which is this kind of like secluded place down in the coast of Texas, and drive on the beach. Or there was some other things on the deck, but we ended up. I'll just tell you about the day. Can I just tell you about the day? Yeah. We got up first thing in the morning, and we went and we put the cast on Lily's arm. That was the first thing. Let me move this. Let me move this thing.
Let me tell you.
So that was
when you posted that picture yesterday. Her face, dude.
She that kid
so
is like
proud of that cast, man. She's like, look at this.
You got the other picture, the picture where they're putting it on.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. All right. So in that picture, she's like, "Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here?" And then he does that, and then the doctor, that guy right there, says, he says, "Now, don't put any." Don't reach in and scratch it. Don't use a pencil or ruler. Don't put coins in there. And I'm like, my God, dude. You
quit giving her ideas, dude.
You are. That is the only thing you are doing. Like,
you don't know this girl.
You don't know what you're saying, man. So in that photo in the car, she chose red. Great. Here, let me see if let me holler at her and see if she wants to show you her cast in real life.
Yeah. That would be awesome. I'm looking at this cast, though, man. I'm looking at this cast as someone who has broken my arms 3 times, every bone. Oh, let's go.
Let's go Dude,
Look
you're
at that cast.
You get off screen.
Look at Hello Kitty
Here.
Jill.
All right, right here, Lily. Tell about your cast.
Well, I broke my elbow.
Come over here.
Maybe because the dogs are on the floor.
There you go. Right
Hi,
there.
Ruby.
There you go.
Bye, Ruby. Hi, baby. Okay. Ruby.
Okay,
Hi, baby.
Lily.
I
Stop.
can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you
Okay.
hear
He
me?
can hear you. Tell your story.
Well, I broke my elbow. How I was at gymnastics and then I fell off a barrel and then I broke my arm, the one I was not supposed to go on.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh. Does it hurt?
I'm done. I told my life story. Told my life story.
She's out. That's hilarious.
It's all right. Sister just woke up and they are they're playing. So all right, y'all go on. All right. Anyway, so that was step one of Right Family Day was a bright red cast. And then after that we went and we bought my wife a car, which is a story of gratitude and shocking fear. Let me tell you about it right after I get them out of here.
Right after these special messages from
Get out.
Subaru.
Bye.
Are you wanting a safe vehicle? Choose Subaru.
All right.
Did you get
So,
an electric car?
You got an electric car.
I know that was on your mind because we were suggesting stuff and you kept going back to electric and I was like, JJ, they're wanting an electric car. But you live for all the millions of people watching that may not know, you live in the suburbs of a major city.
I live in Suburbistan. Yeah, for sure.
So an electric car to you, how many places to charge your car are there for your wife, for her, from your house to her job and back? Because for me, there's one and it's 40 miles out of the way.
You think so?
Yeah, no. We were just talking about this the other day. They were like, do you know that the closest place to charge an electric vehicle is? I was like, no. Let me tell you, place.
I have learned some things in the last 24 hours that are like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. So I'm going to go close to where you're at because I don't want to be where I'm at. And I'm going to do this. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Here, can I share entire screen? So, no, not that. No. This one. So if you come on that, there we go. Got it. Figured it out. If you go to, so you'll recognize this neck of the woods, I'm sure. If you go to Google Maps, right, just normal Google Maps, and you track charging stations, okay, on your phone, you can filter this stuff. Look at that. So there's Benton, and then you got a couple over in. Where's this? What is this place?
There's 2 in Benton. I didn't know that.
Well, Mayfield, and no, it doesn't look like there's any in Benton. So
there's Benton. Yeah, the 2 in Mayfield. So that's.
No, there's one right there. Electric Circuit, and then there's so. Let me tell you some things.
No clue.
Potential electric car buyer. First of all, there are Tesla, and there's everybody else. Tesla has their own thing, and everybody else uses these other connectors. Now check. Okay. So first on Google Maps, you can put in charging stations, and it'll tell you what charging stations all are. But that's not all. You go to filters. Well, that doesn't work. It works on your phone. I don't know why it's not working here. You can put in the car you have, and it will tell you the kind of charging stations that support your car. So on your phone, it would be like, forget about these Teslas. Now. There's also this. You see this over here on the left? It says 350 kW, 150 kW, 21 point. So these are different types of plug things. CCS is what my car has. And then I guess these are older ones. I don't know. If you have to deal with like 6, that's slow. And this is fast. And so what you have over here at Electric Circuit, I don't even see it on the list over here, but let me click on this one.
You know me tell you what I do? I don't have to worry with any of this bullshit in my brain. The only rule I have to follow is don't use the green nozzle.
You should also not use the green
anything
nozzle on an electric car.
Anything else will work, and I don't
Yeah.
have to drive and find out
Yeah.
what EWE, VDDD
Yeah.
voltage is.
There's pros and there's cons, right?
Yeah.
Some of the pros are like, it can go fast and it's real quiet. Some cons are, we got an issue with our car.
Would be the only positive thing that it would have over a combustion engine would be that it's quieter. They're not faster. I'm sorry.
I can go 155 miles an hour.
Yeah, but have you seen how fast a combustion engine can make some of those cars go? Me too.
Yeah, in a real specific situation, we got to put all this stuff on it and tune it up.
There's a million gasoline cars on the market that'll go 155 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm not saying I would do that. I would not do that.
Right.
And okay.
I'm just saying I'm trying to think of like pros and cons.
Oh, okay.
Legitimate pros and cons. It's quieter.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
Yeah.
They are quieter.
It's super quiet. And if you're unless you live at my house where the fuse box is on one side of your house and the garage is on the other side of the house, you can refuel at home at discounted rates. But I'm gonna have to get an electrician out here and be like, let's figure something out, dude. Because it costs us like, I say us, my company, it costs like $2,000 to put a couple of 120 runs over for my servers in the garage. So
right. So not only did you buy a car, but now you have to think about all this instead of just being like, I guess I need to fill up before I go home tonight.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, like, that's the same kind of concern that you would have any other time, which is like, getting that gas tank in low.
Brass tacks. So you're going to have to do all this and put this to do this charging so that you can do a little bit at home, and this is going to cost X amount of dollars as opposed to a year's worth of gas back and forth.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Now,
are you really saving after you do all this? I mean, in the long run, possibly, but you look into my battery doesn't work anymore or something. How much does one of these? Oh, they're $17,000. Holy crap.
Yeah. So, okay. So I don't know if you know this about me. I'm sure you probably could figure it out though, but I do not make like, spontaneous purchase decisions. Hang on just a second.
Oh no, I know this about JJ. JJ is not a spontaneous purchaser. I'm really not either. That's why I recognize the pattern behavior in him. When JJ is he is a lot worse than me about spontaneous. We're not spontaneous purchasers.
No,
neither one of us. I noticed that pattern behavior in you and certain stuff that you said a long time ago. I'm like, oh, he looks through. I do too. I'm the guy that looks through and filters to the 1-star reviews because I want to read every single problem that the 1-star people had.
My wife's deadline for getting a car was like the day after she didn't have her own car. And my deadline was like
October.
I mean, I guess at the absolute worst, it's like the kids it's when school starts in another month. So I would have taken a lot more time. I honestly, I drove her nuts. I drove my wife nuts because I was like, let's wait until we have some more cash in the bank. Let's just wait a little longer. We'll find something else. So I spent a lot of time doing research, and I kind of thought we wanted a Tesla, to be honest. Like, oh, we'll get a used Tesla. And, I finally got her to go sit in one and drive it. She didn't like it. And I was like, well, that's no Tesla then. I don't want you. There's no way in the world that you can buy a car sight unseen on Carvana.
No kidding.
All the guarantees in the world, forget about it. And not get in it and be like, because I believe you have to physically sit in it, and
I want to drive it I don't want to drive it up the road to the gas station. I want to drive it at least 10 miles up the road and 10 miles back. Right. I want to see what it does at 55, 65, 70. I want to feel the car. I want to listen to see if anything's going on, because I'm not buying a new car. I've never bought a new car. Car
I'm never going to buy a new car.
No, I have never bought one, and I will never buy one. I've always bought pre-owned.
Yeah.
Used.
And now there's all kinds of concerns when you buy a pre-owned, especially a car, especially like a normal car, right? Because you got like, how many moving parts are there in your regular gasoline engine?
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't tell
combustion,
you.
there's
Like,
a
this
lot.
is one of the real pros for me. Okay. There's no service on an electric car aside from like if you have a battery issue. There's no carburetor. There's no oil. There's none of that. Windshield washer fluid. You know what I mean? There is, so like changing oil that doesn't exist, and your transmission fluid, forget about it. It's not, you don't have to worry about it. It's never gonna, that's never a thing. So so it's really different in that way, and that was real appealing to me because I'm like, I don't want to have a car where I have a risk of some like routine service thing becomes like a cracked engine block or something.
I looked here, common problems with electric cars. Common problems reported by electric vehicle owners include issues with charging infrastructure and range, battery degradation, of course, and software glitches, of course. Other concerns include higher cost of battery repairs or replacements and limited availability of specialized repair shops. Those would have been the number one things that I would have guessed. Cold weather performance. You live in Texas.
Yeah.
Motor problems. Electric drive motors and related components can experience issues, sometimes requiring special. Of course, this is just common tire wear, resale. Okay.
Sure.
I was sitting there thinking because, you know, and you're right, the combustion engines do have a lot more moving parts, but I'm able to over the years go and get these parts and figure out how to do it myself and do this and save myself a lot of money.
I bet.
Ashley got something appraised it was a while ago by a mechanic, and it was cost like $600. So we looked it up, and the part was like $170 part.
Yep.
So I was like, look, this is $170 part. It's going to take like 3 hours to put it in.
Yep.
So are you willing to do this and watch these YouTube videos and go and rent these specialized tools and stuff like that and get your hands cut and dirty?
Yeah, when the part you're paying for labor is knowing how to put it in without breaking anything else.
And this thing right here, if you don't look up YouTube how to put a starter on a 2017 Ford Focus, you will find it.
Yeah. But, you know, you're also going to need like, oh, well, you know, I got the starter in there. I got the belts in there, and they're kind of tight. You better know how to like torque that right. You're going to like, oh, you fixed it. Good job. And 10,000 miles from now, you made a much worse problem.
Hey, man, that's wisdom. Next
time.
So,
you have some skills that make it so that you can maintain your car.
Well, I'm glad that you got an electric car. I mean, does she like it?
Oh, she loves it.
Okay. What was it? What'd you get?
Okay. All right. So we did not get a Tesla.
4 or 5 stories, and this is my short day.
Oh my God.
We've talked about electric cars for 20 minutes.
We'll tune in tomorrow, and I'll tell you the kind of.
Go ahead. No.
God, we ended up buying a used Audi e-tron from Audi. So like it's not like from Joe's Biscuit Shop and car dealership. It's like it's proper dealership.
It's called an e-tron.
Yeah, it's an e-tron. Cool. It was the 2019. It was the first year that they did it. It's equivalent to an Audi Q8, which is a large SUV. Honestly, I got when we went to go look at it, I was like, I don't know if this thing is a little like you know, Prius with the extra cabin space or whatever. No, it's a massive car. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
That it?
That's not only it, that's the color that I got her. It's called Antigua Blue or something like that. So it looks beautiful. And I'm be honest, I've never had a car that had the cabin interior that was as nice as this car is. However, there's a recall on the one that we bought. Now I've already called the dealership, and I'm like, we're going to fix this right now because I'm concerned it's got a problem. And it's got a little bit of the original manufacturer warranty left on it. It's got like 10,000 miles left. So we're getting this thing fixed up. You know, make sure that it runs good. But bought it. It said 99%. And then it said like, 70-mile range. And I was like, well, that can't be right. But you just reset the computer, right? So maybe it's not right. No, we drive it home and it's like 30% power. So it had used up like all its power driving like 24, 30 miles. And I was like, dude, there's something wrong with this car. So I took it and charged it up last night. It charged up in like 5 minutes, which is not right because it's supposed to, even at a super fast one, it should have taken 45 minutes. It took like 10 minutes or whatever. So something's wrong with the battery, but that's what the recall is. So tomorrow morning, I'm taking it to the Audi dealership and I'm like, okay, fix this recall and check this thing out because I'm super nervous, Audi, and I will badmouth you all day long on the internet. So we're gonna see how this goes. So we have a little drama now. We'll find out. Well, I have more things to say about it, but I don't have to say those today. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, you can say what you want.
Well, I don't know yet. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. We took a risk. We bought this car all cash, no financing. We're not doing that. So we used the money that we had and we bought this car, and so we got to make it work, But well, one of the things that we did ever since we paid off our debt is we don't ever want to go into debt again if we can.
Right.
We can't.
Right. I
So,
understand that.
which means that we scraped every dollar we had together to make this happen.
Right.
So if it doesn't work, we took a real risk, and my wife can be mad at me.
Right. Right.
So, all right. So let's talk some news.
I don't have any kind of any kind of exciting political news. I have interesting weird news today.
Cool.
You want to do
Let's
some
do weird news? Let's do it.
All right. So I've got some weird news here for you. Just a couple here that I thought, oh, that's interesting. Have you ever heard of Annabelle the doll?
Never. I saw you guys posting about this back and forth, and I was like, what in the world?
Okay. No, this one's an interesting one, but this one is one that you're going to be like,
I know you already know I'm going to be about it.
but this one's interesting because of something recent that happened, something that has been happened recently in the news. So let me give you a quick backstory. In 1970, this student nurse named Donna, she received this Raggedy Ann doll as a birthday gift. Donna and her roommate, Angie, began to notice that the doll started behaving strangely. This is in the early 70s. Initially, It was subtle movements like finding the doll in different rooms or positions where they had left it in. Over time, the occurrences reportedly became more unsettling, including finding parchment notes with "Help Me" written on them, and eventually the doll allegedly exhibiting malicious behavior. So these women consulted psychics and mediums that told them that the doll was inhabited by the spirit of this little girl named Annabelle Higgins, who had died on that land where their apartment building had stood. So they felt sympathy, and they supposedly allowed the spirit to stay in the doll. This is how the story goes.
Okay.
The activity continued to escalate, including alleged physical attacks on their friend Lou, who reportedly received psychic slashes on his chest. So they contacted Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine Warren are very well known for their in demonology and being able to sense these, like they were the ghost hunters of the 70s and 80s. They've had a lot of controversy and so I'm not one of these people that jumps on the Ed and Lorraine Warren bandwagon, but they have documented some really crazy stuff. They did all this with the doll and basically took it from them. All right. There was a museum, the Ed and Lorraine Warren Museum, that was around for a long time that housed Annabelle the doll. It's this Raggedy Ann doll. Let me get a picture of Annabelle.
Yeah, I'm going to pull this up because you tell your story, and I'm going to get a picture of the Annabelle doll. Oh my God! What? No, this can't. Is this a movie? This is terrible.
There is one from a movie. Type in "real Annabelle doll." They made a movie about it, but the real doll is a Raggedy Ann doll.
Oh, okay. All right.
Raggedy Ann and Andy.
You know what? I had one of these things or something like it.
Yeah,
Raggedy Andy. I had.
You had Raggedy Andy.
If you were born in the last century, you might have had one of these.
So this doll stayed there in their museum for a long time. It's now closed. It was in Connecticut. It was kept in a locked glass case, and there were warnings: do not touch the case, don't open it. That's a Raggedy Ann doll. That's not Annabelle.
Oh, so that's not an Annabelle?
No, it's not. Type in real Annabelle doll. Type those words in.
I did.
You didn't get it?
That's what came up. Like that and this. Here, does it? Am I still showing the screen?
Here, this is Annabelle right here.
Where's our production manager?
I know.
How come you didn't take care of this earlier?
Are you seeing that? That's the real Annabelle.
That looks just like what I showed you. Okay, well, whatever.
You were showing another doll, a Raggedy Ann doll from eBay. This is the real doll.
Oh, okay.
It is a Raggedy Ann doll. That's Annabelle. This was the one from the movie over here.
All right.
The real doll is a Raggedy Ann doll. So after the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Occult Museum closed down, the doll was bought. And it was bought by this guy, a Connecticut paranormal investigator, and he was one of the handlers of this Annabelle. I don't know if he bought it, but he was one of the handlers of this doll because this man named Dan Riviera, they were taking this doll around the country.
Okay.
They were having an Annabelle tour where they were taking this doll to certain cities and they were showing it off. There was a conspiracy, ANN. Hey, hang on, I can't. There was a conspiracy that in every city that it went to, there was something major that happened in weather. For like 3 different cities that it was going to, there was something that happened in the weather. Let's see. I was trying to see if it would Google AI would just say it right here, but only thing I'm getting right now, and I'm pulling this up, is this new story that's come up. And this story today is that the handler, Dan Riviera, of this Annabelle doll has mysteriously died yesterday.
Oh my.
Let's see what this says.
Let's see what they say.
Annabelle doll handler has died. I'll read this because I think our thing's covering it up.
Oh, it's just some photos.
Dan Riviera, a Connecticut-based paranormal investigator, died suddenly over the weekend, according to New England Society for Psychic Research. Riviera was one of the handlers of the infamous Annabelle doll made famous by the Conjuring movies franchise based on the work of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Annabelle has long fascinated fans online due to chilling stories shared by Riviera and others in the paranormal community. The cause of death has not been released. They say Riviera was passionate about educating others on the paranormal. It's just talking about how kind he was. So I thought this was interesting, and I know that you don't pay attention to stuff, but you see Dave. Dave said the same thing. He's like, "Oh, I was wanting to talk about this because it's an interesting story."
I do want to get Dave to talk about it because I think that this, in my mind, I kind of frame this as like pop culture entertainment occult, as opposed to
it became entertainment with the Conjuring movies in the past 15, 20 years.
There's like those ghost hunter shows and all of that stuff. That's like
right.
It's like pop culture entertainment.
This is one of those that is like has been in our culture for 50 years. You know, it started back when, you know, you could probably say when probably all this was starting to get started, these haunted and scary and people liking this stuff. So, and take with it what you will, but I'm one of these people that I don't like dolls. I don't like dolls for a reason. I do believe in spiritual warfare, and I do believe that there are things out there that our ears and our eyes cannot see, and sometimes we feel. I do believe in all that, and I do believe in what we call demons. There's a lot of different words for these things, but we call them demons, and I do believe in them. And I do believe that this is just me, and call me weird, but I don't care. I do believe that they could take possession over stuff like that. You know, they feed off emotions and energy. And
right. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that this doll is, but I'm saying that it is a possibility.
Right. Okay. So I'm of two minds about this because I don't disagree. I believe in demons, but I think there's this sort of like cultural thing where we think of demons as like these characters like you would see in a movie, or
we can create that collectively.
Okay. So
we have, and not even how you're thinking, but how we can just manifest it. We have created collectively the legend of Santa Claus.
Right.
Seriously,
Well,
in the past 100 years.
Yeah. Okay. So in the Bible, there's a few times where it talks about actual like demon possession. You got the legion that's in the pigs and stuff like that.
Yep.
And you know, like that's in the Bible and that's real. And I think that extrapolated for that through stories and things like that, there's a certain kind of
dismiss them all.
No, I'm not saying dismiss, but I'm also saying that the opposite of dismiss is true, where some people will ascribe all their problems or all their, you know, encounters in life to an external demonic influence, when really
I completely agree with that. I mean,
okay.
not
all
every
right. So with that, I just want to make that caveat.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
like,
you're right.
I believe in demons, but I don't believe necessarily in Bob Larson and exorcism happening all over the place, or
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I when I see something like this, I'm like, oh, that's an interesting curiosity and coincidence. You know what I mean? And
okay, so you believe in that? Do you believe in like do you ever have like a thought or an urge or anything that's like, you need to do this, you need to do this, or you need to do that? Do you ever have one of those that's like so freaking strong, or a dream? Let's say you have a dream that says you need to do this. How
like
do you
compulsion or an instruction or an external?
Either one, a compulsion or an instruction or a feeling like you need to do.
And when you say it's something evil or something,
not evil. Something like, I need to take this. I need to go the opposite way to work this morning than I normally.
Oh, okay.
Something like.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Okay, but that's not. Hold on. That
I got a story that I'm setting up to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yes, I do, but you know, like, I honestly think that I maybe not you. I don't know, but I'm protected by God. So I don't worry about any stuff like an evil, malevolent influence.
I'm not talking about evil. I'm not talking about evil at all.
Okay.
Like an urge to do something.
No, absolutely. I recognize the call of instruction when I'm given an instruction. I recognize a no and I recognize a yes. I mean,
let's say you had a dream and a gut feeling that you were going to have super luck and you were going to win the lottery, and you don't normally play the lottery. Would you go buy a lottery ticket?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Because I would think that's my own imagination. But what do you got?
Well, you would miss out because Ricky Nunnery Jr. in North Carolina said that he had a dream and a gut feeling.
Oh, wow.
He said his subconscious mind warned him that lottery luck was in his future. I dreamed that I would hit it big on the lottery, he said. Nunnery had a gut feeling that led him to make his dream come true Friday with a $1 million triple play ticket from the Wink Mart on Deep River Road in Sanford, North Carolina. Something just told me to play today, he said. Nunnery said his winnings will go toward paying bills and investing. I'm tickled to death with this, Nunnery said. I'm like you. I wouldn't have done it.
Wouldn't have done it. No. I've played the lottery before and lost like 25 years ago. And I took statistics and like, you're not winning. If you're banking play it for entertainment if you want and burn your money. I don't have that kind of money, but
so this is absolutely the truth. If I'm lying, may God strike me dead. 30 years ago this year, I turned 18. And I went into this little gas station where one of my relatives worked. And she was like, "Oh, you're 18 now. You need to play the lottery." And she was one of those lucky people. She had won like $400,000 on the lottery in like 2 or 3 different things. So she's like, "You need to play the lottery." And she's like, "You can buy a lottery ticket." So she sold me a $1 scratch off ticket. I scratched it right there in front of her, 18 years old, my first ticket, and I won $2. And she was like, "You're a winner." She's like, "You don't ever need to buy another one and you'll always be up." And I swear on my name, I have never bought another scratch off lottery ticket. I have been given them, but I have never purchased another scratch off lottery ticket. I'm $1 up. I
Yeah.
have bought Powerball tickets and stuff like that before, but not very many. It's only when they got up really, really big that I'd buy, a ticket. But I was standing behind a guy in the grocery in the gas station the other day, and he bought one of the lottery tickets or something. You got to stand there and wait for them and stuff. And it was like $10 or $5 for one. I don't know what he done, but I was like, holy crap. So I don't pay attention to the lottery.
What? Man, I don't do lottery. I mean, like I'm sure some people like, but I mean, I just can't do it. Yeah. But congratulations on being 100% up on your scratch offs.
Yeah, way to go on for the North Carolina man for being lucky. I've got a story here about a man in our weird news. I'll probably get to one more after this, or maybe this is the last one. We'll save these other two for tomorrow. There was a guy that was very unlucky in Australia. This Australian man recently was very unlucky. He was caught smuggling some stuff. JJ, have you ever heard of Wagyu beef? The Japanese beef.
I guess I've seen maybe somebody post on like a reel about it, maybe.
Yeah, it's a type of Japanese cow. Their meat has a lot more, the way that they're bred and did all this. Their meat has a lot more fat in them in the mixed with the muscle tissue, and it's delicious. I mean, to me, if you think of the best steak you've ever had and multiply that times 100, Kobe beef is a type of Wagyu, and it's my favorite. It's well worth whatever you're paying for it. It is really, really good. Okay. Well, Eric Ketty Fraser of Australia was recently caught cattle rustling some Wagyu. Yeah, and this is now, when I say cattle rustling, get it out of your mind that of the old West.
Oh, we're not talking about cattle thieving, because that gets you hung in some places.
2025.
All
right. Mr. Fraser was accused of stealing a liquid nitrogen tank that was filled with $100,000 worth of Wagyu cattle semen, while also allegedly stealing cattle embryos and fraudulently obtaining Wagyu cattle at a bargain price.
I heard it makes an incredible condiment, I guess. Ew. Oh.
So, police allege that the man sold 45 full-blooded Wagyu cows and heifers as a part of the sale, and then he stole all this stuff, prized for their highly marbled meat. Wagyu cows. All right. I'll save this other one, but I have one more here for you. Look at this one. This one's a complaint, and we're going to complain to you people about this one, you millennial Gen whatever you are. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, what's happening there? That's a very blue bird. Why is it green? Green, I guess.
So,
what's going on with that bird?
First of all, they found out that nothing in nature could cause it to do this. Nothing in the food, nothing like that. All right. Their best guess, and I honestly believe this is exactly what it is. This bird was a part of a gender reveal where they were a boy, and they took a bunch of doves, which are pigeons, and they dyed them all blue. And this is the result of that blue not getting off of the bird. Is exactly what that is. Yeah, that's terrible.
I have a less heinous, plausible theory.
Okay.
There might have been a color run 5K in the area where they have these powders that get blown up and you kind of running through smoke and powder and stuff. Done that before, and it gets like all over your clothes. You run in like a white t-shirt and you look like you're tie-dyed at the end, your face. If you have a white beard, you start being pink and blue and different colors. It's super fun. Could have been that there was a color run, bird flew through and was like, but it's very blue. I think you're probably, or very green. I think you're probably more likely to be correct because it's not spotty. It's completely green.
Completely like neon. Yeah.
Which I don't think people should be doing that to birds. Why would you do that?
Because people are narcissistic.
That's exactly right. Selfish people.
People are narcissistic. The next one I'll bring with Dave. It's a Hungary's oldest library is having to save 100,000 books, 100,000 ancient medieval books, and it's interesting. So we'll talk about that on tomorrow's exciting episode of the Internet Dad Show.
Old books. Can't wait for this. A very exciting show to happen here.
Let's do some dad jokes now.
Yeah, let's do that. All right.
Snapper.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah, I got some guests.
Girls, do you want to tell jokes? They said no.
Okay, good, because my joke's not kid friendly.
Okay, great. Deke?
Yep.
When you have a bladder infection,
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
Oh! It's bad.
It's not that bad, actually. Come on.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but I had a second job at the Pepsi factory.
Yeah.
This local Pepsi factory, and I got fired the other day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I tested positive for Coke.
Yeah, okay. You want to do one more?
Yeah.
It's a short day, but
It's a short day.
do one.
Okay. Here was my
We got
first
makeup
one.
for yesterday. Okay.
This is for the Wagyu beef story.
Oh, okay.
Did you know a cow's ribs are numbered 1 through 26?
I had no idea.
Yeah. My favorites are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, and 23 because I like prime rib. Get it? That's a math joke.
Chances are, if
Yeah.
you've seen one shopping center, you've
Yeah.
seen them all.
That's a good one.
Come on, that's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Bye.
Politicians and talking heads lying left and right. You can help us bring facts into the light. Don't let your daughter lose her neck.